bend. Game time. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And Lance going to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Niners at 9-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Bellinger. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Past the 20. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay from 3 yards out. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now Lance again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Get ready. Check you. Check back. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Go ultra.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lance going to sneak it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and the 49ers are going to get a first.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Steal. Check steal.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Official. It's a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Back. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Strike.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's out right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, New York. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance back to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. This is one of those games where if you win, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the